As a house manager, what would you say has been the most trying times for you as a house manager in trying to help men recover?
The most difficult thing that I've had to do as a house manager is, sometimes we have an excellent success rate, excellent retention rate, but there are those addicts or alcoholics that just aren't ready to be helped, and it's a heartbreaker. But there have been times where I've had to put men out of the house because they're not ready for recovery. They're not ready to stop. They're not ready to follow directions. And what happens is having someone like that in our midst affects the recovery of other men. And I simply can't allow that. So the most heartbreaking thing is having to pack a man out and send him off his way, because chances are that man is going to end up going back to jails, institutions, or death.
You know, when the men come to our recovery house, they might be backing up 7 years, 10 years, 15 years, 18 years. And when I say backing up, I mean to say that if the courts have let them know that if they successfully complete this 3-month program, then many times their probation time will be erased. They will not go back to jail, or they can go back to their families. And all of that is a great incentive for a man to not only get clean, but also to stay clean. And to think that a man will relapse and use and start shooting heroin again, or smoking cocaine, or drinking again while in this program, really, it doesn't make sense. And when I say that it doesn't make sense, I mean to say, on the flip side of that, the disease of addiction, the way it grips us, doesn't make sense either. And so for a man to make a decision to stop the program and to try to finagle and finagle and lie to us, because you're a recovered addict, I'm a recovered addict and alcoholic, and for them to think that they're going to get over on us totally is a misnomer, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's a definition of insanity. I mean, you're living in a house with alcoholics and addicts. The people who run the program are alcoholics and addicts in recovery. We can spot them a mile away.
Yes.
And we've told every lie in the book. We know all the games.
Are you insinuating that I used to lie?
Well, sir, it kind of goes to the territory.
Well, been there, did that.
Yes,
that's right.
So we can spot them in a moment, but that helps us help someone else, because
Sure.
when we spot the behavior, if we can move quickly enough and affirmatively enough, we can help turn this man around.
You know, a beggar, a recovering beggar, a man who used to be a beggar, if he was a beggar and homeless for 20, 30 years, and God moves into his life, restores his life, gives him an apartment, a condominium, a job, a house. When he sees another beggar, he can spot him
right away.
Right away. It's just like when I don't come in the men's recovery house that often, but when I hit that door, you know, it's no smoking in the house. When I hit that door, I can tell whether or not somebody been smoking in the house. One of the men could walk by me or just come to my office. I can tell whether or not he's high, tell whether or not he's drinking. You can lie up the yang. I mean, but when you've been drinking or you've been using drugs, those of us who've been there, did that, we can smoke it out. Can we smoke it out?
That's right. We certainly can.
There's some persons listening who are members of churches, and maybe they might want to get involved in a program like this. Deacon